Hello everyone, welcome back. And this will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Leo for the week of June 15th. And at this time I'd like to thank each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, as well as all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched and also hitting the hype button. Thank you so much for that. As well as all the lovely comments. They truly are inspiring for me. So I do thank you for doing that. It helps me to keep going, gives me the courage to keep hanging in there. So thank you very, very much. And the Two of Pentacles. So things in your life are going a little bit more okay. Like more in balance. You're starting to feel better about some choices you've made. Things are just calming down around you. And you've needed that for a while. You've been sort of like all over the map. And now things are starting to come together much more easily. Things are starting to calm down in your life. And you can then begin making progress in something. Yeah, Four of Swords. Definitely needing some rest and relaxation. Time out, pamper yourself, take care of yourself, some rest, go for a walk, go for a swim, take a bath, sit and watch TV, something that helps you to just not think so much. You've found the solution to help yourself here, so you're going with it. Now maybe you've been a little bit ill, and that's why you're needing to take this time out for yourself, or perhaps lending a hand with somebody else. Anyhow, it's worn you down that you are now starting to realize it's time you need to do some TLC on yourself. So good on you for recognizing that. And the Sun card. So everything's just coming out very nice this week. Just positive, pleasure, happiness, vitality, fun, and joy. And you are just soaking it in. You are so needed this. There's celebrations here, the success, a rebirth. And you are just starting with a fresher ideas, a different perspective on things in your life, which really helps you to center more. And the Ace of Swords. Yeah. Moving forward on something. If you were feeling at all stuck in anything, you've now come up with the solution and the answer. There's new ideas, there's creativity, you have a thirst for knowledge and a new way of communicating with those around you. So looks like for some of you had that heart-to-heart talk with somebody to clear the air, or you're about to, and it's going to help you settle a lot of things in your life, get a different idea on how to go forward with things. But this communication has caused you some restlessness as well, but you're okay. You're just sort of feeling, perhaps for some of you didn't quite say all that you wanted to, but you're going to, if you got a problem, you're going to sleep on it before you say anything else. So you're starting something totally fresh here, and it's good for you. But a lot of other people are looking at it going, wow, what just happened? And the Ten of Rods. Yeah, finally, cutting yourself some slack. Walking away from things. Walking away from all kinds of circumstances in your life where you have always been there, being the rock and picking up behind others. And now those burdens are too much. And I don't blame you. There's extra responsibilities always out there, but you work hard. You made to others look like it's not hard at all, but to yourself, it's wearing on you. And you are understanding that more than anybody. So you are allowing people to take care of themselves. You're not always going to be there to pick up all the pieces or do that extra just to make their job or their life a little easier. So good on you for walking away from that, releasing that feeling that you need to do this. And the Moon card, yes, taking care of your health. Walking a new path. changing your direction. You know, you've been dreaming of doing this for a while, now you're doing it. You know, and you are okay with making progress with this. You're really picking a new avenue for yourself. Some of you, it looks like you're going to be taking care of your health is the number one part of this. You know, no longer overeating, over drinking, indulging in whatever. You're curbing a lot of that because you're realizing it's not quite the path that you want to wind up on. So once you change that direction and make your choice, it's going to be so much easier for you, and those around you will follow. Oh, and the Six of Swords. Wow, that's sort of unexpected. But you're moving on. This could be a new job, a new place of living. This is a transformation for sure. For sure, you're changing. You're leaving behind different things in your life. You're releasing the excess baggage and moving on. Now, this could be you physically moving to a new place of residence, you know, where you're going to be much more happier, more content, more accepted for who you are, the way you act, all of that sort of thing. Because you've been feeling for quite a while that you're going against the current. You know, nothing you can sort of do or say is really quite good enough. And you don't want that anymore. You want to be accepted for what you are, who you are, where you are. And you're realizing that that may be in a new location. This could be for a new job as well for some of you. But you are willing now to leave your comfort zone to gain more, to be more comfortable and accepted. And the World, yes. Moving forward, changing directions. This is a cycle. It's done. It's completed. You've accomplished it, believe it or not. You know, but you maintained integrity and strength all the way through this. This is a fulfillment that you've done what you said you're going to do. Some of you are looking into traveling a little bit more. That, you know, is quite new to you for quite a few of you anyhow. But there's celebration of life that you have finally arrived in the right position in your life. So that really helps you to, again, settle down, feel comfortable, and keep going. Oh, nice. 9 of Cups. Very nice. Wish come true. Fulfillment. You've asked for something, you've wanted it, you've been, you know, waiting, and now all of a sudden it showed up on your door. But this is the fruits of your own labor. You have brought this success to yourself. You've put in the time, energy, and effort, and this is the universe rewarding you for sticking with it and doing, you know, what you had to do. And now it's your turn. You can afford a few more luxuries in your life, take some trips if you want. You know, that's sort of okay from the universe. And it really helps you to feel like you've succeeded, because you have. So you're really understanding to take care of yourself now. You know, this is a wish come true, contentment, satisfaction, emotionally stable, and you can guide others as well into this direction. And the Lovers. Harmony, relationships, union, partnerships are going to be off the charts. There's passion here, there's value. This alignment will give you more strength for your future. If this is a partnership, whether it's a partnership of who you marry or live with, or just a partnership in a business or a friendship, it is going to, you know, last the test of time, because there's strength here, there's compassion here, you know, there's a deeper respect for one another, and you really cherish that. So, and this could be a reunion of some sort too. Renewing your vows, you know, whatever. And the 9 of Swords. Definitely taking a time out for yourself. Rest, relax, recoup. You've been going at this, burning, you know, your candle at both ends, and you're realizing that that is probably not a good idea to keep going. So you're taking care of yourself here, because you haven't been sleeping well. You're really up in your head quite a bit, stressing, worrying, over-analyzing, and feeling like there's no way out and no answers. But you're starting to realize that is not the case. This is more in your mind than in reality. So you're finally realizing if you can just step off this merry-go-round ever so slightly and get a good night's sleep, you will get a different perspective in the morning on how to handle things. And the Hermit, yes, going within, see? Needing that time, rest, do some soul searching, do some meditating, read a book, trust yourself. You're seeking the answers, and you're finding as you're going that not only are you following your inner guidance, it's giving you more independence as well. Now, whether you're in a job or not, or a relationship, you still have yourself first. And the Five of Pentacles. So maybe there was an unexpected bill that come up, and now you're trying to figure out how to, pay it off. And that's okay. That's normal. Others of you, it looks like you are overthinking, again, to do with your finances, worrying about them, stressing about them, and feeling like you don't have enough. It's not that you don't have enough. You're just having that inner moment, and you're realizing you want to move away from that. Maybe somebody's giving you some advice on how to go about that, and you're taking it with a grain of salt, but still moving away. You've listened to the different inputs and outputs of others, and you've drawn a conclusion for yourself of how to fix this sort of thinking. So you're going in a new direction. And the King of Rods. So definitely finding your strength. Knowing it's time to make a change. You're feeling much stronger in your convictions and your choices. You're motivated to making changes, like taking chances. All your requires are coming into line. If you're planning a trip, it's going to go, off the beaten path. Like you're making different decisions this week for yourself, taking trips, where to go on them, how to make your finances increase, who you want to take around with you, that sort of thing. But some of you are realizing that, yes, sometimes you need to leave your comfort zone and let somebody else, have the reins in order to enjoy the trips and the holidays and that sort of thing. But you're practicing this, you're learning to practice what you preach. And it really helps you. You're gaining more tools for your arsenal of how to go through your day-to-day routines every day. And you're mastering a plan. There's something that you want to start and do. You're very motivated to make this change. But you're knowing easing into it will be the right way for you right now. And the Knight of Cups. So there's definitely travel here for you. Absolutely travel coming in. There's creativity. There's romance on the table as well. You're very charming. Now, this could be somebody coming to give assistance to you, or you give assistance to somebody else. But again, like I said, this could be in the romantic realm as well. So you're following your heart here. You're very, I can't even think of the word. You're very, electrifying right now. Right? People are drawn to you. So that makes people step out of their comfort zone to approach you. And the Tower. Okay. Yeah, something happened that give you that sudden insight, that sudden change. You need to do this. There's been an awakening within yourself. So this sudden insight that you have just come up with It is really there to help you change your direction. Realize which way you got to go. You're about to start on a whole new path from the ground up. You're starting something totally fresh. Oh yeah, look at that. 7 of Cups. So making that decision this week, realizing it's time to pick one of your dreams and bring it to life. So you're making that choice this week. All right. And beautiful. 4 of Rods. Happy home, happy life, get-togethers, celebrations. Looks like for some of you, you're really getting together with other people right now. Just celebrating life, enjoying yourself. Things are really going along quite smoothly. And it really helps you to feel you're with the right people, right time, right place. So you're really having a celebration of joy that you've made the right choices. You've figured out how to go about things, and it really sets you free. All right, and your Oracle card. A brilliant success. The freedom to go in any direction. A journey that is now complete. And there you are. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next week. Bye for now.